how-to guide to teach American companies to outsource jobs.
So here is our new weather center, which I love. We have a whole bunch of different options with the weather center desk and our new Pixel, which you can draw on, and our video board up there with another potential usage of a Pixel here. This board is massive. It's awesome to be able to utilize larger graphics for you to see. And just to show you what our weather desk looks like, we have 3 computers here to be able to use. She's back there. And there's Nydia getting ready to do one of her segments. And the traditional green screen is way back here. It's been pushed in the corner. Really don't utilize this as much anymore. There's a camera that we use for that. And then we have a pretty cool weather center back here as well. The weather center takes up probably almost a quarter to almost half of the new set. And then Paul, our producer, working hard. And then we have another camera shot here where we'll do some teases from this camera that's gonna overlook the weather center that way. So, pretty cool. With our brand new state-of-the-art studio. Still a lot to go through. We have, up top, we have waiting for a camera that is gonna be on a track that will go around here so we can see more wider shots.
Well, again, 4:30 now, and Action News continues with a new benefit to a good night's sleep. And Big Talkers, scientific proof of how some good Z's can impact your decision making.
Hurricane Helene's remnants could bring rain to our area this weekend.
Let's continue our team coverage now with meteorologist Brittany Boyer, who's tracking the latest on the storm for us. Brittany.
Hey guys, and thankfully for us here at home, we're not going to have that significant rainfall that people are going to see in the southeast. Here's a look at Helene, and this is a massive hurricane. Although it's a Category 2 with maximum sustained winds at 105 miles per hour, its hurricane force winds are about 60 miles from the center of the storm, but it's also producing tropical storm force winds more than 300 miles from the center of the hurricane. So there it is, about 250 miles southwest of Tampa, Florida. We're going to be watching this as it further strengthens here through the afternoon and also this evening. There you can see as it approaches the Big Bend of Florida, it strengthens into a major hurricane, and this is going to be accelerating in speed as it moves inland, and that's where you get some big problems. Rena was talking about the storm surge, but also powerful wind gusts, as this likely still maintains tropical storm characteristics even as it moves by areas like Atlanta, Georgia. So we're going to be watching the wind, the storm surge, a significant rainfall threat. This purple area here from the Florida Panhandle all the way up into the Carolinas, that is a high risk of flooding rainfall. There could be isolated amounts in the southern Appalachians that see up to 20 inches of rain. Here at home, we had a little bit of rain earlier this morning, getting a little bit of a lull right now. Cloudy skies, still some showers to deal with as we go through the rest of this afternoon. And here you can see your 3-day forecast. Today, the warmest of days, 80 degrees, couple of spotty showers, but notice the clouds and the rainfall continues into the weekend. I'll have much more on that coming up in the extended forecast, guys.
Okay, the next 24 hours critical for millions of people. Brittany, thank you.
Well, today is a big day for us here at Channel 6. We are broadcasting from a brand new state-of-the-art studio.
Yeah, you may have noticed it looks a little different. It's been in the works now for more than a year, and we are just thrilled for you to experience it along with us. I mean, the space you can see here, it is bigger. It is better. It is bolder, too. It allows us to really showcase our storytelling in new ways. It'll also, improve the viewing experience for you at home.
Yeah, over the coming days, we will continue to show you more of this impressive space, and we hope that you love it as much as we do.
We do. It's awesome.
Pretty cool. The clouds still holding tight on this Thursday. We have had days of this. Such a long streak with sunny days, and now we're on a stretch of cloudy weather.
Right, and I miss the sun, but it's nice to actually get a little bit of rain.
Right.
I know. I hit traffic this morning coming in, and I think it was because it was raining. raining at a pretty steady clip, especially if you were north and west of Philadelphia. And chances are at this point this afternoon, if you're looking out your window, you're probably seeing exactly what the airport is reporting right now. PHL Airport reporting a lot of clouds. It's 76 degrees. Our visibility is not bad. We've had some areas with locally dense fog, especially where we had the rain earlier this morning. Our dew point is at 71, so that tropical air is here. It's thick. We're feeling it. And because of that extra humidity in the air, we actually got a decent amount of rain in some locations, most notably north and west of Philadelphia. The top two reports just to the south of Lancaster proper, so Holtwood, over an inch and some change of rainfall, definitely very beneficial. Christiana, just close to 3/4 of an inch. Spots like Spring City and Chester County, over 1/2 of an inch, and Coatesville also picking up over 1/2 of an inch of rain. It was kind of here and it's already out of here. Storm Tracker 6 live radar showing a pretty clean scan out of our exclusive radar site in Lancaster County. A couple of spotty showers back into central Pennsylvania, but a lot of us are just dealing with the clouds at this point. Here's a big picture look for you. A lot of clouds. Most of the confined rainfall is either to our southwest or to the north and east. And as we get you through the rest of this afternoon, the skies are pretty much going to stay like this. Mostly cloudy, that tropical humidity. We could still have a little bit of drizzle, mist, a stray shower or two, but I don't think it's at the intensity of what some locations saw earlier this morning. Temperature-wise, today is the warmest of the week. 77 in Lancaster this afternoon, 80 degrees in Philadelphia, 80 in Millville. At the Jersey Shore, temperatures are in the mid-70s. Satellite and radar taking a look at what's going on with Hurricane Helene. You can see it spinning there over the Gulf of Mexico. Maximum sustained winds at 105 miles per hour. This will make landfall late tonight. And if we look at some of the impacts here, catastrophic storm surge. That's why the National Hurricane Center is saying it's unsurvivable. Some areas could see storm surge up to about 20 feet. This is a large hurricane and it's going to bring strong winds well inland. Tropical storm force winds extend more than 300 miles across the storm. And then you have that heavy rainfall, especially into the southern Appalachians. We'll start to get some of the rainfall from Helene come Friday. A few spotty showers during the morning, but I think the most intense bands of the rainfall arrives late Friday night into first thing Saturday morning. So in your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast, a little hard to smile when you're not seeing a lot of sunshine. Today, very humid, an isolated shower, 80 degrees. More clouds tomorrow, temperatures in the mid-70s, and that's where we hold our temperatures late Friday into early Saturday. We have that batch of some steadier rain that we're going to be watching with Helene. And then our forecast gets a little bit brighter later next week, but we still have a lot of these cloudy days, cool temperatures. But I will say, if you like the clouds, you're going to like our 7-day forecast. So,
okay.
Yeah, something for everyone, I guess.
Get with the program, right?
Yeah, we have to.
Okay.
Brittany. Get right to meteorologist Brittany Boyer with the latest track and the timing of Hurricane Helene, and there are watches and warnings in place.
Absolutely, and we're not just looking at the state of Florida that's dealing with these hurricane warnings and also tropical storm watches. As we look kind of at the big picture with what we anticipate here in the short-term period with Hurricane Helene, you can see tropical storm force warnings indicated in orange across parts of North Carolina, South Carolina, also as we take you into Georgia, Alabama, and the state of Florida. And then in red, that's where you have hurricane warning. So let's talk about the track, what we can expect as we kind of push things forward here. Right now, Helene is a Category 2 hurricane with maximum sustained winds at 105 miles per hour, but stronger gusts up to about 125 miles per hour. It's moving north-northeast at about 14 miles per hour, and we expect this to continue strengthening as we go through the rest of this afternoon into a Category 3, that's major hurricane status with winds at 120 miles per hour. Typically, when we have landfalling hurricanes, they start to slow down as they approach the coastline. This is actually going to be gaining speed as it somewhat barrels in to the Big Bend of Florida, likely between Apalachicola and also Horseshoe Beach is where we expect landfall to occur. Notice once it moves over land, it will weaken, but still maintaining tropical storm force winds over areas like Atlanta, Georgia and then weakening into a depression across the Tennessee Valley later on into the weekend. This will be a heavy and significant rainfall producer. Catastrophic flooding is possible, especially as you work your way into parts of the southern Appalachians where we could have isolated amounts of 20 inches of rainfall. Here at home, we're getting a little bit of a break from the rain right now. But John, of course, there's more rain and more cloudy days in that extended forecast. We'll check on that in just a couple of minutes.
All right, Brittany, thank you.
Still ahead on Action News, another check on the forecast.
Meteorologist Brittany Boyer here now with a preview. Brittany?
Hey guys, we had some steady rain this morning. That has ended, but look behind me. The clouds are lingering. Let's take it outside this afternoon. Sky 6 Live looking toward the bank. If you like these kind of cloudy days, we have many more to come. I'll have your extended forecast when Action News comes right back.
It's been a gloomy stretch of weather here. It continues this afternoon with mostly cloudy skies and the chance for those showers we've been seeing.
You can see it in this live picture. Sky 6 taking a live look at the Battleship New Jersey from our attheshore.com camera. Meteorologist Brittany Boyer here now with your AccuWeather forecast. Brittany.
And we do have a lot of clouds out there this afternoon, but you know what? Some people really like this kind of weather pattern. And if you are one of those people, we have several days where the clouds are pretty much going to dominate. And enough moisture has been in the air today that we've been able to squeeze it out and produce some good rainfall amounts, especially northwest of Philadelphia. Here in the city itself, under 1/4 inch of rainfall, but we'll take anything we can get. Pottstown, about 1/2 inch of rain, also 1/2 inch of rain up there at Mount Pocono. Allentown, close to 1/4 inch of rain. And every Thursday, we get an update on the U.S. Drought Monitor. And each and every week we've been watching this kind of just fill in a little bit more. All of these yellow areas, not exactly a drought, but where we have abnormally dry conditions. We have locations with several inches below normal of rainfall for the month of September. But then these tan shades, Burlington County, also parts of Ocean County, back into Delaware County, some of the suburbs, that's where we have a moderate drought. So again, we need the rainfall. A heavy batch of rain came through earlier this morning. Now a lot of areas are kind of drying things out. What radar is not detecting is that there could still be a little bit of drizzle and also mist out there, but we're not seeing any widespread rain. We are seeing a lot of clouds though, as you can see with satellite and radar, scattered showers more to our north and also to our southwest. For the remainder of today, it's just going to stay cloudy and also very muggy. Notice our temperatures today a little bit milder than the last couple of days. We'll top out in the upper 70s. The ride home, I don't think we have any issues. It's just cloudy and humid. 78 by 5 o'clock p.m. and then by 7 o'clock we're looking at temperatures still in the upper 70s. Heading into the day on Friday, kind of rinse and repeat around here. Cloudy skies, muggy conditions, and then widely scattered showers as we go throughout the day. It's going to be another day maybe you bring the windbreaker with you or at least something that has a hood on it. By Friday evening, if you have any dinner plans, no big problems, staying cloudy, but we tap into a little bit more of that tropical moisture, and I think Friday night into early Saturday, that will be the best chance where South Jersey sees some of that heavier rainfall. The remnants from Helene, the bulk of it stays well to our west, but come Saturday, even as that rain departs in the morning, we still keep the clouds around and temperatures stay in the 70s. So in your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast today, very humid, a little bit of shower activity, some drizzle and mist, nothing too steady. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, 76 degrees. It's still humid outside, and then that best chance of more widespread precipitation comes at night into Saturday morning. We'll try and dry out Saturday afternoon, but notice the clouds continue right through your weekend. 71 degrees on Sunday, and then early next week, not much of a break in this weather pattern. Monday, mostly cloudy, 72. Still some shower chances Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So John and Sarah, we mentioned all of those dry conditions. At least we've got some rainfall chances in the extended forecast.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
It's so gloomy.
I know, but we need the rain.
Yeah. For more on the storm, we turn to meteorologist Adam Joseph live over in the Weather Center tracking it for us.
Adam, this thing is a monster.
It is, and it continues to strengthen as we go through the afternoon hours, and that's going to be the case until it makes landfall, and expected to stay as a Category 3 storm, if not maybe even trying to get close to a Category 4. It's over very warm waters right now, and in fact, we take a look at the visible satellite imagery. This is a 1-minute loop, so every minute it updates, and you can see the structure of this storm, the towering thunderstorms, and the eye has really started to form there in the center of it. Winds are at 120 miles an hour with this hurricane at this hour, continuing to lift to the north and east. And with that being said, the eastern side of a hurricane is the most dangerous part of the storm because you've got the winds that are coming in from the southwest and then turning to the northwest. So you get that circular motion to create tornado watches. We have tornado watches from South Carolina all the way down through the entire state of Florida. The latest update moving right now to the northeast. It's picking up steam at 21 miles an hour, landing late this evening in the Big Bend area as a Category 3 of winds of 120 miles an hour, and then it hooks to the left over the Tennessee Valley where it falls apart there, but we'll get a little moisture out of this locally as well. Winds are going to be gusting 113 in Cedar Key, and the big factor here, we've been always talking about this, the storm surge up to 20 feet in the Big Bend area. That is 2 stories high. They're calling that unsurvivable in those locations. And even as it continues to lift inland during the day tomorrow, we're looking at winds close to hurricane force with the gusts, even as far as Georgia and northern parts of Alabama and as well as South Carolina. We'll chat more about how this impacts our local forecast, guys, coming up in that full AccuWeather forecast in a little bit.
It is time once again for a check on that AccuWeather forecast as we're still stuck under some heavy clouds.
Yeah, some of you may be seeing some rain right now, but we're also tracking what's happening down in Florida. Meteorologist Adam Joseph over in the Weather Center with all the details. Adam.
And the muggies, have you felt it out there today? Yeah. It's like soupy, heavy atmosphere, and that's fueling some of the showers. So we'll go over and take a look at Storm Tracker 6 live. What I love about this new set, I'm going to get exercise walking around here all the time. Showing some showers that have developed right in the eastern part of Chester County on the border of Delaware County. Also a few out in Lancaster County near our Lancaster radar that's scanning the skies live. But look at these downpours that have popped up near Tredyffrin and Easttown Township, working its way all the way down Route 1 towards Oxford. These will be lifting up into Montgomery County, the northeast extension, as you go away from the Schuylkill Expressway as well as 202. So some gardens getting some good water, and we need it. In fact, we finally picked some up in the rain gauge here over the last 12 hours and 24 hours. Pottstown nearing 1/4 of an inch of rain. Phoenixville just under 1/4, over 1/2 an inch in Spring City. Coatesville 1/2 an inch. Oxford near 4/10 of an inch, and Westchester coming in just under 2/10 of an inch of rainfall. Temperatures, it is warm despite that we have all of that cloud cover. 80 in the city of Philadelphia, Middletown, 77 in Millville, mid-70s at the shore, 73 degrees in Allentown, and it's that southeasterly wind that is bringing in that muggy air. In fact, tropical feeling, and a lot of that is all the way down from the Gulf where we do have Helene. The dew point 77 in Jacksonville, 73 in Richmond, near 70 here in Philadelphia. The drier air is back to the west, and it's going to be a few days before we can kind of funnel in some of that drier air. But nasty weather, not only is Helene eyeing Florida, and a lot of people are talking about Florida, we have to think about our friends in South Carolina, Georgia as well. They're under tornado watches at this hour on the eastern side of that storm. In addition to that, there's going to be catastrophic landslides in the Appalachian Mountains in and around South Carolina as well as northern Georgia. For us tomorrow, 77 degrees, very humid once again. There will be some scattered showers around throughout the day. It's not raining the entire day, but damp at times. Future tracker 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Notice the clouds, they are in play. And then as we go into the afternoon and overnight, that's when a band of some showers and downpours could come through. This is kind of a northern band from Helene, which will be all the way out in the Tennessee Valley by that point tomorrow night. So breaking it down for us at home, cloudy, humid tomorrow, some scattered showers with the heaviest coming in overnight. Then for Saturday and Sunday, a lot of low clouds both days. There could be some breaks of sun late morning and the afternoon, Saturday and Sunday, but there'll also be a few spotty showers at time, but the weekend is not a washout. Your exclusive AccuWeather 70 forecast, 77 the next 2 days. Clouds, on and off showers tomorrow. A morning shower Saturday, then cloudy in the afternoon, maybe get a little brightening here and there. Sunday the same, cloudy, some brightening to the sky in the afternoon with an isolated shower. Mostly cloudy on Monday, 72 degrees, and then another system rides through on Tuesday with periods of rain of 70. Cloudy again Wednesday. Yes, let's get out of this. It's going to take a week. finally sunny next Thursday. That's when it's fully going to take over with that blue sky and a temperature of 73 degrees. Much more on Helene and our local forecast. Brian and Sarah coming up in a little bit.
Gonna have to get you one of those watches to track your steps over there.
I love it.
Let's get another check on the AccuWeather forecast. I think Adam just said he's getting some rain at his house.
He was very happy about how hard it was raining over his home right now. Adam? There he is. He's getting his steps in.
Wrong position, but we got to go with it here, right? I guess, guys. All right, we do have Sky 6 live over Center City right now that is seeing quite a bit of cloud cover out there. And with that cloud cover, temperatures are still warm, despite that we don't have much in the way of sunshine. 80 degrees. Dew point is up near 70 degrees, so it is humid with that south wind at 7 miles an hour. And at theshore.com camera, 73 with the ocean of 72. Winds out of the south-southeast off of the water at 4 miles an hour. And yes, heavy downpours in lower parts of Montgomery County along the Pennsylvania Turnpike, as well as 422, right on the border of Chester and Delaware County near Devon and Berwyn and Paoli, heading into Wayne, part of the main line, and it extends all the way back to near and north of New Garden Township and lower parts of Chester County. Bigger picture here, the rain from the northern extent of Helene, that is way down to the south and west. This is just because of that higher humidity today with that southeasterly wind that's sparking some of these scattered downpours and showers. So Lehigh Valley tomorrow, 70 degrees, lots of clouds, a spotty shower here or there. For the Philadelphia metro area, 71 in the morning, low 70s in the afternoon, and the Jersey Shore, temperatures in the lower 70s, and again, a chance of a few showers as we progress throughout the day. The weekend, not a washout, but it's not perfect either. We'll chat about that, guys, coming up in that full AccuWeather 70 forecast.
All right, Adam, you got it. Thank you.
All eyes on the Gulf of Mexico right now as this already potentially historic hurricane makes its way toward the coast.
Yeah, we've been listening over the Weather Center. Sounds like our team's getting some new information. Meteorologist Adam Joseph joining us from the Weather Center with the details. Adam.
Yeah, the National Hurricane Center bringing in some new information. This storm is over the Gulf Stream waters. It's like bathwater. It's what is the engine that feeds this storm. You clearly see the eye. The wind's now sustained at 125 miles an hour. A Category 4 hurricane is winds of 130 miles an hour. And more than likely, they're saying it is going to be a Category 4 when it makes landfall somewhere in the Big Bend of Florida between Apalachicola and north of Tampa as that Cat 4 between 10 o'clock tonight and midnight. On the north and northeast side of this hurricane, you get counterclockwise winds. That helps spin up tornadoes in the atmosphere. So it's not just Florida, which is the entire state under the gun. It's southern Georgia, southeastern Georgia, and also South Carolina that it has the potential of some destructive tornadoes as the system continues to lift and reach land. In addition to that, inland flooding is going to be catastrophic. It is on the top end of the increased scale here along the Appalachian Mountains of North Carolina, South Carolina, and all of Georgia, including Atlanta down to Columbus and to Panama City and Tallahassee. When you get the higher terrain, they're going to be dealing with mudslides with locally up to 20 inches of rain in addition to the strong winds. Locally here, we are dealing with some water coming from the sky in spots, and this is much welcome. We've had an exceptional, or I should say really moderate drought at this point in this region in the northwestern suburbs. So these downpours and showers hitting areas that desperately need the rain. It's the split of the Schuylkill Expressway, the Blue Route, both south and as you go northbound towards the toll plaza at Plymouth Meeting as you head up toward the northeast extension. In the city, it's dry right now, 80 degrees, but that dew point is very muggy, so it feels more like 83, a very tropical-like atmosphere outside, and that's not going to change tomorrow. Tonight, the forecast, muggy with some of those lingering showers and downpours. Lows will be in the upper 60s from the shore, Philadelphia, low to mid 60s north and west. Front squeezes over us during the day tomorrow. It stays cloudy and humid with Helene's remnants going back into the Tennessee Valley. That low will continue to stay far to our west, but we'll have a spotty shower. Lots of clouds on Saturday. There could be some brightening to the sky with a high temperature of 77 degrees. And cloud cover is going to be our friend, so we can't get rid of it, unfortunately, here. 100% to 90% over the next 5 days. It's not to the end of next week that we will finally break back out into full sunshine. But we don't get any brutal or really big effects from Helene, thankfully. The exclusive AccuWeather 70 forecast, 77 the next 2 days, lots of clouds, a spotty shower around. Same thing for Sunday. Again, not a washout any of the next 3 days. 70 by Sunday. Monday, mostly cloudy, 72. Periods of rain on Tuesday, 70 degrees. And then it finally brightens up as we go deeper into next week on Thursday with temperatures at 73 degrees. So we'll continue to watch Helene as Helene has the remnant low pushing into the Tennessee Valley, but thankfully it is not going to come through here with any big fanfare.
Astounding to think that it could be a Cat 4 by the time
it's scary. No matter, the storm surge is the biggest thing for that Big Bend of Florida.
Yeah. All right, we'll keep an eye on it tonight. Adam, thank you.
More Action News after this break. Let's go now to meteorologist Cecily Tynan, who has been busy tracking Helene in the Weather Center.
And Cec, we will feel some of Helene's effects this weekend, huh?
Yeah, we will. We will get some showers, but we are not going to get the full impact of the storm, thank goodness, because Helene, it's getting bigger. It is getting stronger and it's moving faster. It is now a high-end Category 3 hurricane. Maximum sustained winds up to 125 miles an hour. 1:30, it becomes a Cat 4. And the National Hurricane Center said there's a good chance Helene does make landfall as a Category 4 hurricane. You can see with this tropical satellite image very closely that deep eye. So that's an indication the storm is intensifying. It has warm water. It has no dry air, no wind shear. So there's really nothing to stop the storm from further intensifying. Also a big problem with Helene, its size. It's almost 500 miles across. So you can see with the radar that the effects of this storm being felt not just across Florida, but Georgia, South Carolina, even into North Carolina and Virginia. And then the east side of that storm, that's where you have those red boxes. Those are tornado watch boxes. So they're already getting some violent weather, even though the storm is 175 miles south of Tallahassee. So this is the latest from the National Hurricane Center. It's booking. It's moving north-northeast at 23 miles an hour. It likely will be making landfall around the Big End area of Florida between about 10 o'clock and midnight tonight. And notice this, as it moves inland, 2 o'clock in the morning, it's still a Category 2 hurricane over Georgia, and then gradually it'll start to weaken. But the problem, it's moving so quickly, it will maintain hurricane status well through Georgia, probably a tropical storm through Atlanta, and then it starts to make a little bit of a hook towards the Tennessee Valley, bringing potentially flooding rain. Now the wind shows, Future Tracker, those wind gusts, Cedar Key tonight around 10 o'clock, 120 miles an hour. Those winds pushing water inland, so that storm surge 10 to 20 feet and the potential for historic flooding. Now this system will bring us some showers over the weekend. I'll talk more about the timing of that coming up in the full AccuWeather forecast. Shari?
All right, time now for a check of the AccuWeather forecast. Some areas are seeing a little bit of rain right now.
Yeah, meteorologist Cecily Tynan is standing by with more for us, and we've been talking about the need for rain, Cecily.
Yeah, and Shari and Rick, thank goodness that we do have some showers around out there. Storm Tracker 6 live double scan showing that they are isolated right now. Not everyone's getting them. We've got some showers moving through Lancaster County, across Newcastle County. The main batch I'm watching is moving out of northeast Philadelphia, Montgomery County into Bucks County, and there are some pretty heavy downpours associated with this. Of course, this is good news heading towards Abington because we do desperately need the rain. And it's kind of nice that I get to talk about some rainfall totals. Pottstown reporting 0.39. Phoenixville, 0.21, Spring City, close to 3/4 of an inch of rain. Coatesville, King of Prussia, and Westchester, all around a ½ inch of rain. We need the rain, so it's nice that we're finally getting some rain. Also, a few peaks of sunshine and temperatures a lot warmer than yesterday. Yesterday's high, 69. Right now, Philadelphia at 80 degrees. We hit 81 degrees earlier today. Allentown, 73, Exton, 73, and Millville right now, 76 degrees. Also, what's noticeable, the humidity. Dew points up to 69 degrees, so we are on the verge of that oppressive 70-degree dew point, and this is all thanks to that tropical fetch that's coming from Hurricane Helene. So we're actually getting affected by the storm with the high dew points, with the clouds, and satellite and radar showing that center of the storm right there, 175 miles south of Tallahassee, moving north-northeast at 23 miles an hour. But this plume of moisture, it has already brought up to a foot of rain to parts of the mountains of Georgia Georgia. There's some tornado watch boxes, and that system likely will be making landfall around the Big Bend of Florida sometime later tonight, probably between about 10 o'clock and midnight. As far as tomorrow, it's going to be very humid again, not quite as warm as today, with a high of 77 degrees, and we are allowing for some scattered showers. Future trackers showing there could be a little bit of activity, mainly light in the morning, kind of focused across South Jersey and Delaware. And the main activity will be on Friday night. This is when we actually get some of the outer rain bands from Helene into early Saturday morning. This shows some heavy downpours across parts of New Jersey in the wee hours of the morning on Saturday. So the weekend, it's not going to be a washout. Tomorrow, cloudy, humid, some scattered showers. The heaviest will be tomorrow night. And for the weekend, we keep the clouds. We'll get a few breaks of sunshine, mainly dry for the weekend, but both days we could get a spotty shower. But I wouldn't cancel any outdoor plans for the weekend. Certainly is not going to be a washout. So the exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast for your Friday, we've got some clouds, some scattered showers. The steadiest rain will be Friday night, 77 degrees for the high. For the weekend, a morning shower possible on Saturday, then cloudy, 77 degrees. Sunday, cloudy with an isolated shower. Monday, mostly cloudy, 72 degrees. And we keep the clouds and we bring in a period of rain on Tuesday with a high of 70. More clouds, maybe a shower on Wednesday, but Thursday, finally, sunshine's going to be here. It's going to take a full week. I don't want to complain. We really do desperately need the rain, guys.
Did you just sing?
Oh, sunshine. It'll be like, wow, what is that?
Okay.
A big ball in the sky.
That's right. It's a dreary days ahead.
Okay.
You need a drink on the side because we had some finally from Mother Nature. The clouds, they are going to linger through much, not only of the weekend, but that 7-day forecast. More showers on and off through the weekend, and the very latest on the major hurricane Helene heading towards Florida when we come right back.
Well, Brian, cloudy, humid with some scattered showers. Get used to it. We're stuck in this pattern for a while. I'll have details and the latest on Hurricane Helene in the AccuWeather 7-day forecast.
I want to check in now with meteorologist Cecily Tynan. We're just getting an update like as we speak.
Yes.
This is a really dire situation with this hurricane.
It really is. The hurricane hunters just came back with a report that Hurricane Helene is now an extremely dangerous Category 4 hurricane. Maximum sustained winds are now up to 130 miles an hour. So not only is this extremely strong, it's also huge. It extends about 500 miles across. This is going to be the worst hurricane on record to hit the Tallahassee area. So this could be really devastating. The latest track does have it coming in as a Category 4 hurricane late tonight, probably around midnight or so, right around the Big Bend area. And this is pretty remarkable as well. Early in the morning into Georgia, not coastal Georgia, inland Georgia, it'll still be a Category 2 hurricane with maximum sustained winds 105 miles per hour. It moves to the north and then it starts to make a turn to the northwest over the Tennessee Valley, so it's going to cause a lot of destruction in its wake. First of all, we've got the winds. Later on tonight, those winds about 120 miles an hour, Cedar Key. The forward motion along with the winds will be pushing water ashore, so we're looking at a 15 to 20-foot storm surge. So put that in perspective. That's above a 2-story building. On top of that, the inland flooding is going to be historic. The potential for up to 20 inches of rain up through the mountains of Georgia and the Carolinas. So this will cause widespread flooding and likely some landslides as well. Back at home, it's warm and humid, 79 degrees in Philadelphia, currently down from a high of 81. Allentown 73, Wilmington 75, and Seattle City 73 degrees. Satellite and radar showing lots of clouds. The warm front that pushed through, that's bringing some showers up across New England. We do have a few spotty, isolated downpours right now, and that rain that you see working through the Carolinas and Virginia, those are the outer rain bands from Helene, and we'll have to deal with some of those as we head through tomorrow night. Tomorrow is going to be another warm day, but not quite as warm as today, with a high of 77 degrees, very humid with a few scattered showers. Future trackers showing we'll likely have some light activity in the morning, especially south of Philadelphia. I do think the heaviest rain will be late Friday night into the wee hours of the morning. On Saturday, some heavy downpours possible across South Jersey. And again, that's related to Helene. So breaking it down, tomorrow, it's cloudy, it's humid, some scattered showers. The steadiest rain will be Friday night. And then the weekend, I want to stress, It's not a washout. I would not cancel any outdoor plans, but we will have a few spotty showers, mainly dry though, but plenty of low clouds. So the exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast for your Friday, it's cloudy with some scattered showers, steadier rain on Friday night, 77 degrees for the high Saturday, a few early morning showers, and it's cloudy, 77 degrees on Sunday. It's quite a bit cooler. Isolated shower possible, mostly cloudy, 70 degrees. We keep the clouds on Monday, mostly cloudy with a high of 72. Tuesday, we likely have some periods of rain, 70 degrees. Wednesday, clouds limiting sunshine with a high of 72 degrees. And then Thursday, finally, we'll see some sun with a high of 73 degrees. So, Brian, it's going to take a full week for us to see some sunshine. But I've been saying all along, we need the rain. We're going to be getting it. And, of course, I will have an update on Helene on Action News at 11.
We need the rain. We'll be happy to see the sunshine by the end of this.
That will be nice.
Hey, perhaps you've noticed, we hope you did, we got some new wallpaper around here and quite a bit more. We're very excited and very proud to be coming to you tonight for the very first time from our brand new state-of-the-art studio. Check it out. This cutting-edge and beautiful set's been in the works for more than a year now. A detailed and passionate process to make sure we continue bringing you the very best in broadcasting. This space is bigger, it's better, it's bolder. It gives us so many more tools to help out with the stories we tell here each and every night. And of course, importantly, to help you move closer to your world. That's our whole job. There's a lot to show you. We'll be doing that over the next days and weeks. We can't wait to do it. We hope you love this place as much as we do. World News Tonight with David Muir next on 6 ABC. For the entire Action News team, I'm Brian Taff. We'll see you right back here in our new home tomorrow night.